Hi, welcome to Nutrition 101 with your coach, Chelsea. So, today I am going to go over a few different things with you when it comes to nutrition, and I've created a 5-part video series so you can learn about the basics of nutrition. Nutrition can be very scary, it can be very overwhelming. You might be hearing one thing from someone and another thing from another. So I'm going to teach you the basics and then you can go from there. I'm also going to give you tips on how to live a healthy lifestyle and things that have worked for me. So the very first thing that we're going to talk about today is macros. And I know a lot of people kind of cringe when they hear that word. I know I did. I'm like, macronutrients? Oh my gosh, that sounds so scientific and I don't know what to do with it. So I'm really going to simplify your life because I have been following I call it Macros for Dummies plan for 4 years. And I'm not a dummy, but I just feel like this plan is so versatile and user-friendly that even someone who knows absolutely nothing about nutrition can follow a macro nutrition plan, especially the way I set it up for my clients. So macro 101. Macronutrients are essential nutrients to the body to survive. We need them. Human beings need macronutrients to survive. It's very important parts of our genetic makeup and our body and the way our bodies function. So the very first macronutrient is protein. I know we've heard so much about protein, and protein being a huge component in health and wellness and weight loss and all of those few things in between. And honestly, a diet needs to have a quality amount of protein. Protein is going to be one of the most important and most used things that you use in my nutrition plans. You're going to have a good amount of protein in your day to build muscle and to keep yourself full. So there are multiple different proteins that I personally like to use when it comes to my daily routine, and I want to share those proteins with you. For example, I like chicken. Chicken is a great protein. I know some people get so bored of chicken and turkey because they're lean meats, but there are so many different fun ways that I can teach you that you will learn to love proteins all different ways. When it comes to marinating and cooking, there are simple tips that will change the flavor of your food. I also use my superfood shake as my protein for each day. I want to share quality protein, and that's what I'm going to do in this video, is share the good quality proteins that have worked for me and that I use daily in my life. You hear a lot about red meats being not so great for you. I find that everything is okay in moderation. Basically, with your body, your digestive system is not going to process red meat as quickly as other proteins. So it's not recommended to have protein or red meat every single day. When it comes to another protein food that I use, I eat a lot of Greek yogurt. And some people are lactose intolerant and that doesn't agree with them, but I personally eat Greek yogurt because it's low in sugar. It's not an animal meat. It does come from an animal, but it's not a meat. And it's easy. I can just go in my fridge and grab a Greek non-fat plain yogurt and add some berries to it, and it's a healthy, great meal for me. When it comes to protein in the vegan or vegetarian meal plan, protein is a little bit different because vegetarians do not eat animal meat. They will eat eggs and they will eat some other substances from animals, but vegans do not. Vegans do not eat eggs or dairy. Vegetarians do. So when it comes to vegetarian protein, it's kind of unique. A lot of good proteins when it comes to the vegetarian lifestyle are lentils and beans. Those are great sources of protein. So if you find yourself living that lifestyle, you need to make sure you're having an adequate amount of those two things, or even, hemp hearts or chia seeds or different things that have high protein that are from the earth. Now let's move to the second category of my macronutrients, and that is carbohydrates. I'm sure carbs get a bad rap sometimes, and they're like, you should be low carb, you shouldn't be eating carbs, carbs are sugar. Your body needs carbs. It's as simple as that. It's super important. Like I said, it's one of the things to survive in life. There are healthier carbohydrates and unhealthier ones. So let's talk about the carbohydrates that I tend to eat. I like to eat less processed foods. So I find if it comes in a package, I don't really tend to eat it. I want something that's literally like from the source. So oatmeal. I really love to eat oatmeal. I eat oatmeal actually every single day. And that is more of a whole grain versus something that's processed like flour, that's ground up and gone through different types of processing. Beans are another great carbohydrate. They are higher in protein. So like I said, vegans and vegetarians, that's a great source for them. Rice is a super great carbohydrate. I personally use the sticky rice. Or it's actually called sushi rice because it has a higher amount of protein than any other rice I've found. So I try and find carbohydrates that are also high in protein and fiber because that's going to allow you to process it slowly so it doesn't push your sugar levels up and then let them drop. It's going to sustain them the more fats and protein and fiber you have in your carbohydrates. I also make muffins at home and I add a bunch of eggs and protein powder sometimes and hemp parts and different things to my muffin. So they're a really quality source of carbohydrates for me. Now let's go on to the next macronutrient, which is fats. And some people are scared of fats still. Back when I was a kid, everyone thought fat made you fat, so you weren't supposed to eat fat, and that's so not the truth. Fat is really good for you, but depending on the fat, that's kind of the key. So fats balance blood sugar. So it's very important to keep your blood sugar very balanced so you're not going up and down because you're going to feel fatigued and you're going to feel tired, and that's not great for your body. So fats are going to keep you balanced, and they're actually also going to help keep you full longer. So some fats that I personally like are nuts. I like to eat nuts and seeds. Avocado's a great source of fat. And, cheese is considered a fat too. I mean, you shouldn't have cheese for all of your fats each day. That's probably not a good choice. But I am a true believer that it's all about balance. So having cheese for your fat to fill up that part of your macronutrients for your day, and you do it that day, that's fine. But let's not make it a daily thing. Let's choose a healthier one. If you can. I eat out. I enjoy eating out. I enjoy eating cake. And you know what? I'm not willing to give those things up, and neither should you to live a healthy lifestyle. It's all about balance. Yes, I don't eat cake every day, but it is part of my life and I do enjoy it. So with our plan that we're going to talk more and more about as time goes on, is it's a macro plan. So you're going to eat the right amount of protein, carbs, fats, fruits, and vegetables for your body. And we are going to figure out which plan you fall into according to your goals, and if you want to build muscle or lose weight, and depending on how much you weigh and how much activity you have in your life and what plan you're using fitness-wise. And then we're going to develop a plan that fits into your lifestyle on a macro level. And the cool thing about following a macronutrient plan is that there isn't a lot of rules. You can have whatever carbohydrate you want, but we just talked about that it's important to choose healthier ones. However, sometimes on a Friday night, I feel like having a burger. And guess where my carbs are? Oh, they're in the bun. And yeah, I'm going to eat the bun. So you've got to kind of pick and choose when you're eating your macronutrients, where you want them to fall and how much of each one you're having. So it's not about giving it all up. It's about having the right amount for your body and then also making healthy choices as much as possible. So now let's go on to the final macronutrients, which are vitamins. So you're going to get a lot of those from fruits and vegetables and also from the superfood shake that I personally use. If you're using that as well, you're going to get a ton of vitamins from there, actually to the point where you don't even have to take a multivitamin anymore. You're fulfilling your system with vitamins that are coming from superfoods, so whole foods that your body can easily digest. Now, minerals are also a macronutrient that is necessary for survival, and that's calcium, your iron, your zinc, and that's once again coming from your foods. And then water is a huge part of survival. Your body is made up of 62% water. So water lubricates your muscles, your bones. It also keeps you fueled so you have energy. It's going to flush out toxins. It's going to help your digestive system be able to do the job it needs to do. So it's super vital and important. And in later videos, we're going to talk about how much water you should be drinking and the importance of that. But today, I just wanted to wrap up with macronutrients because that is the plan we're following. That's what we're going to stick to. And it's a great plan for someone who is a foodie like me and who likes to change it up each day. It's great for the person who likes the same exact meals each day too. The thing is, it's great for everyone. I don't know one person that eating the correct amount of macronutrients each day to survive doesn't work for. It just makes sense when it comes to health and wellness, and also your goals. You can modify it according to if you want to gain weight or lose weight, gain muscle, not gain muscle, and do more leaning out and cardio building. So endurance building. So that is macros in a nutshell. Welcome to Nutrition 101. And I can't wait to tell you more tomorrow about my nutrition tips. I'll see you all then. Bye.